What's up? It's your boy JP. You already know what it is and who it is. Today we have a 2011 Honda Pilot. I'm gonna show you how to take this radio out, what type of parts we need to use, all that good stuff. If this is your first time here with us today, consider subscribing. Consider subscribing. I do a whole lot of how-tos and just to help you guys make your install life a little bit easier. First thing we're going to do is take this panel removal tool. I got this one pulled off halfway already just to make sure that I knew what I was doing. This is my first time taking one of these off, but this one we're going to take off together. So we're just going to take our panel removal tool right here, and we're just going to boom, do that straight like that. All these are held in with clips. This is a cigarette lighter socket, so we're just going to use, my bad, but yeah, everything's held in by clips on that deal right there. So you see that. Now we're just gonna come right here, do the same thing. I think what I actually did was I came right here by the AC on the small part of that panel, not to mess up any buttons, and I came in, got a little leverage. Come on in here, do a little bit more. There you go. Pop on off there, boy. Pop on off there, boy. Come on down here. Down here, get some more of that poppage. Come on, give me some more of that poppage. Yeah, Shane. Come on up here, give me some of that. Give me some more of that. Yes. Probably gonna have to take the key and put this in the lowest position. Start tripping. Oh, it comes off so easy. Don't you agree? Oh, okay. All right, we have one thing right up here for the hazard, so we want to go ahead and take that out. Boom. And that's that. Now that we got that done, man, looks like all we got is some Phillips. I got my Milwaukee drill in this thing, ready to take some screws out. First off, let's take out this pocket. You feel me? On that side, come over here, get another one. On this side, y'all like my new drill, boy. I got this new Milwaukee like angle drop, man. I really do like this thing, man, for them right angles. All right, so now we got them two Phillips out. Pretty sure we can just pull that thing out like that. That right there is just a little harness for a little light. You can leave it on, take it out. I'm gonna take it out, give myself as much room as possible, and then we're gonna go up here and take some more screws out. So we have one right here at the top, one at the bottom, and we have the same thing on the other side. Ooh, never mind. I'm gonna have to pull this down to the lowest position again, but let's go ahead and take some of these out. All right, so now I got all my screws up, man. I just kind of stick my hand back here. Now there are some more clips that's up here. So you'll see there's 1, 2, and 3. So when you go to pull from the bottom, or if you go to pull from the bottom, notice that this will kind of tug a little bit too, and it is only some little cheap plastic. So make sure you come up here and get those first. But once we do all that, we can go ahead and take this radio out. I think we can. Ow! Sharp! Dang, you see that? Be careful. Ow! Okay, let's go on the other side. Alright, y'all, to scratch my hand all the way up, I went on here and took out all them harnesses and got this old ugly radio right here. Now let's go ahead and get this dash kit put together. I'll let you know what parts you need and some easy tips and tricks and all that type of stuff. Let's just go ahead and get it in. Alright, y'all, so this is the radio, factory radio, and this right here is the dash kit. I believe it's the 997873 or 7876, I can't remember, but I will put all the links in the description for you guys if you want to do all this type of stuff yourself, the Pioneer radio and all the parts, dash kit, wire harness, all that good stuff. First thing we want to do is go down here to this rated X symbol, and we want to go ahead and cut that out because we are going to be using, or we're going to be, so just press that out. Boom, good. I can just trim that out. I don't really need that. All right, so I went on ahead and took out, there was 4 8mm bolts. It was the 8mm bolt or the little Phillips, these little things right here. I like to go ahead and use a drill for that type because sometimes those things can really be stuck on there. But when it comes to these type of screws, anything smaller that's going to be connected to some plastic, I like to go ahead and use an actual screwdriver because you don't want to over torque anything and mess it up, and then you can't use it anymore because you stripped the actual casing where the screw actually goes into. So we're just gonna go ahead and hand loosen this, lefty loosey. Go ahead and take that out. Boom. Now I can take that bracket off. I can take that one out, and it'll probably give me just enough leeway. See how this is loose right here? I might not even have to take off this bracket on this side. I'm just going to take out the Phillips. And once I take out the Phillips, I should be able to take the whole thing out. So I'm going to be two, one right here at the bottom, boom, and then one right here on the side. Alright, so boom, we already went on ahead and got the AC off, just took the screws out. Now we want to go ahead and line them back up with the aftermarket dash kit. So you can turn around. See, you have that little ridge right here. If it gets back in focus, this little ridge is just going to slide in this little hole. Might not be all the way, but you mainly just want to make sure that that lines up good. That hole, that way we can put that Phillip back in there. So it's kind of hard to do it with recording and screwing it at the same time, so I'm gonna go ahead and screw those two in real quick so you see what it looks like. All right, so now I got that Phillips right there on both sides. That's what it looks like as of right now. Looks real good. Now I'm gonna turn it over, and I'm sitting it on its left side to where the right side is looking at me, and then I grab my bracket. This one says XR, R is for the right, and the other one's gonna say XL, L is gonna be for the left. I'm gonna take this and slide it right there. All right, boom. First hole, got that little nut in it. This one right here is for our Phillip. That fits right there. I'm gonna flip this thing over, do the exact same thing for this side. Now I wonder if I could do this one with one hand. Let's see. Boom. Put it in. It's trying to move on me. Boom. Oh, boom. Yeah. Slide in like that. Let me hold on. All right, y'all, so last thing we want to do is those clips that I was telling you about earlier that's at the top of this little plastic piece. We want to take them out. 1, 2, and 3 is going to be 6 Phillips, and we want to mount them on the new dash kit. Nothing special here. I'm just going to go ahead and take these out, unscrew them, and I will show you what they look like on the new dash. All right, y'all, I hope y'all still sticking with me, man. We are almost gone, almost home, rather. One thing that I do want to point out is that when you take these off of here and put them on here, make sure that they are at an angle. This is to make sure that they're not upside down to where they're pointing down, because they need to be pointing up. So now those are pointing up. We're good on that part. All we need to do now is come to our radio. We're just going to pop this little thing off, slide the sleeve out. And this is going to go in our CD player, just like that. We're going to take the screws that actually came with the CD player, or we're going to mount them to the sides, and I'm going to show y'all what that looks like when I get down. Also, we're back inside the car. I got this tightened up right there with the screws. I got everything wired up. Now I know what you're thinking, dang man, cuz didn't even show us how to wire up the radio. Well, the reason I don't show you how to wire the radio up is because it's literally the exact same way each time. I like to keep all my videos short, sweet, straight to the point, detail as possible, and actually how to take stuff out and put stuff back in. But for the ones who actually do want to know how to wire up a radio, there is a link over here in these cards that you guys can click, and I will show you how to wire up a radio. As a matter of fact, I have a whole bunch of how-tos on to kind of teach you guys how to do everything that I do on a day-to-day basis, including wiring up radios, hooking up amp subs, steering wheel controls, backup cameras, all that type of stuff. So if you guys want to click those links over there, I have a whole playlist on how to wire up stuff. That way, if you know how to wire up a radio and you just want to know how to get your radio out, like your factory radio, you get exactly what you need. And if you don't know how to wire up a radio but you're working on the same car, then you have the link right over there, and you can just kind of refer to that and, you know, saying keep watching. Other than that, let's go ahead and put this thing back in, hook up my AC, and let's see what it really looks like when it's all said and done. Alright, y'all, that's pretty much it, man. That's what it looks like. The steering wheel controls is working. I'm pressing them bad boys right up over here, and I got everything working for backwards mode, all that good stuff. Now, some of you might be thinking, why did this guy get a single ding? Well, that's the only thing that you can fit inside this 2011 Honda. They do not make double ding kits. Other than that, I'll have all the links in the description. If you guys found any value in this video, man, hit all them buttons: the like, the share, the comment, or make sure you write a comment. Don't hit that dislike button, but if this is your first time and you found any value, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. Till next time, I will see you guys later. Check you at the next car.